The journey so far has taken us from Clegg Street on the left, and we followed the line through to Glodwick Road Station, then through to Leeds Station where the engine shed used to be. We then moved on to Groton and Spring Head Station before we went through the Lidgate Tunnel. Well, actually we didn't go through it, we went up it, up and over. So when we got to Grasscroft, that's where we finished off on the last video. So at the moment we're just over halfway through the whole journey. So this portion of the journey then takes us from Grasscroft through to Greenfield Station, which is on the main Trans-Pennine line. But this, how did you get into the station then?
That I can't remember, too young.
You were too young to get... Must have been a long time. So how long ago was that? 60 years ago?
Oh, yeah, over 60 years.
Yeah. It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, but the tunnel itself is beyond us.
I know, I have seen the tunnel portal.
How you get to it, Lord knows.
Very difficult to get to. I used to be able to get to it because I used to come here, and I've actually been down there with my kids. Yeah. This is 30, 40 years ago myself. You know, so...
We'll cross over the road,
right, we're just going to cross over the road then, and we'll have a look what appertains on the other side. And this is what we're talking about. This is a view of the eastern portal. This is the tunnel that comes straight out onto Grasscroft Station. It's now, as you can see, it's totally overgrown with trees and vegetation. But this is how it would have looked back in the day. Okay, Bob, we're on the other side now.
This leads down.
Oh, look at that! You see that fence down?
Friesland.
Can you see that fence down there? Right, so you can't get through there. This is the...
I think, to be honest with you, I think the station could have been well on this side of the road.
Yeah, there's the fence.
Yeah.
That fence there now, that's private land then, obviously.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, a little bit noisy around here. But you can see there's a stream taken over where the railway line was originally.
Yeah, I think the station is in this area.
So the station, it probably went under the bridge as well, did it? The station, the platforms.
Under the bridge, and it built one of these sides of the road, one each direction.
So you don't know you would have got into the station then? No.
We'll have to go down Highgrove Road and see if there's any help there.
Yeah.
And we'll come to Friesland and I'll chat about that place I've got.
Okay then, alright.
Yep.
Well, I've cleared one thing up anyway, definitely. I never ever thought this was a site of Grasscroft Station in all my life. But now I know different. Thanks, Bob.
Okay.
This is the eastern end of Lidgate Tunnel. It comes out into Grasscroft Halt Station, and unfortunately the locomotive and train there is obscuring the tunnel portal itself. Although you can see in the distance there's a ventilation shaft at the top of the hill there. You've got to look very closely though. And this is a beautiful view, a winter scene of Grasscroft Halt. You can see there's a bridge in the foreground, and behind that in the distance is the eastern tunnel portal from Lidgate Tunnel.
There's Highgrove Road.
Yeah.
This is a bridge here, opposite.
Yeah.
I think the bridge went up to Grasscroft.
I remember this bridge. So this went up to the station. So this is the next actual step along the line, isn't it?
Yeah. And as we turn right, we'll go on to Auckland's estate.
Right.
Which used to be the railway line.
Right. Still nice, beautiful stone infrastructure, isn't there? Look at the size of those stones as well.
Last, weren't they?
Yeah.
We'll go up here, isn't it?
Right, along this footpath are we going?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're saying this was sidings at one time, was it?
Further up, yeah.
Further up, yeah.
Further up, yeah.
Oh yeah, because obviously it couldn't be here, because this is the incline we're going up to come up to track level again, isn't it?
Yeah, on the left hand side, just beyond these like
bollards.
Bollards, yeah.
That's easy for you to say.
Yeah. Bollards, yeah.
A load of bollards, isn't there?
Well, along here,
yeah.
on the left hand side beyond these used to be like a few outbuildings used for dumping like pieces of timber and frame, bits of things.
Yeah, all the stuff at the
tracking and
track layers stuff.
yeah,
And
yeah, materials to keep the railway going.
so the line of the, did the line come along this way then? The actual line itself?
It was obviously a bit to the left.
Yeah.
You had to go over that bridge.
Came over that, so it'll be parallel with this then, won't it?
Yeah, yeah. I think the houses have been built on them now, basically.
Yeah. Right, so you reckon it'd be probably in these front gardens, the actual track itself?
Well, obviously, you've got to go follow that
yeah.
bridge.
Yeah, so it's got to make its way
Here,
to Greenfield now, hasn't it?
Greenfield, yeah. We're walking down to that on the Aucklands where I'll show you where the line was there. It's continued then and connects to Greenfield Station.
Do you know whereabouts the junction was then? Or not? No? Yeah, it won't be possible to get to it because it's the main Trans-Pennine line now, isn't it? Yeah, but it's the main Trans-Pennine line as well, isn't it?
I'll show you where the junction. Yeah, I'll show you.
Roughly.
If we go up Aucklands Road, we'll go down a footpath and I'll show you more then.
Does this take you down to Friesland then, you know? This,
yeah.
Ah, I know where I am. Yeah.
Afterwards, we'll hop in the car.
Right.
And we'll go up Aucklands Road.
Okay.
There's a public footpath.
Well, I'm going to say there's a pub. There's Farrah's Arms there, isn't there?
That's true. Drop us off there.
Yeah. So the sidings were over this side here?
Yeah, behind that bush.
And you said there was a big detached house as well?
There's a massive detached house. I don't know if it's still there or not, but
yeah.
it used to be. But all the gardens were...
Go on.
Oh, just to the end of it, there'll be a bridge, but that's the main line leads Pennine.
Yeah, that's the main Trans-Pennine
So
bridge.
there would have been a bridge.
There would have been one for the branch line as well, wouldn't there?
Going over here, up in this direction.
Ah, yeah.
Should have been knocked down years ago.
I think there's behind that fence, that would be the line, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
But obviously higher up because of the bridge.
Yeah.
So what do you reckon, Bob? Do you think that could be some of the original?
That's the original bridge. That's what's been left.
So that was, yeah, so this was actually the line which would have then gone across this road,
yeah, over to
and met up there.
Yeah.
But look at the level of the track down there. Can you see how low down it is?
Yeah.
So it must have dropped, or it goes up going into Greenfield. There must be an incline getting into Greenfield or something. So this would would this have been like a goods yard or something, or no?
Just a railway track.
Just a railway track. But you can see there, that's the main Trans-Pennine line there.
Yeah.
So this line from this bridge, this level, we're down under the bridge now.
Yeah.
So it would have had to...
Would have had you through the trees.
Yeah.
Now overgrown. The track would have been through those trees.
Yeah.
To the middle of them.
So the line would have gone through the middle of those trees there, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And then it would have just joined up with that main...
We'll walk round to where the things met up with the...
Okay, we'll have a walk round. The line would have then followed this track over here, close to the main Trans-Pennine line. So that's where the track would have been. And then it would join it further down before Greenfield Station. Just come a little bit further now up the road here. This is the main Oldham Road at the top. So we're going to go down this road. It leads to Shaw Hallbank Road, and it looks a little bit on the slippy side, so got to be careful here. This goes on under the main Trans-Pennine line, so I'm not very sure where the junction was that the line met up with it. How we doing, Bob? All right? Getting there. So the main line is over here now. The main.
You can see it a bit better. It's not overgrown as much.
Yeah, it's very overgrown now, isn't it? But the main line is just there behind those trees, and the branch line would come in at somewhere at this point.
Yeah, and join up.
And it would have joined up with the main line there, taking it through to Greenfield Station. So you can just about make the lines out there in the distance.
Just behind those ley landings is a massive retaining wall.
Yeah, there's a retaining wall.
Like 10 foot tall.
Behind the ley landi. So this path continues through now, and it goes under the main line. Ah, this is interesting. I don't know whether this is significant or not. Oh no, this is the main line here. Yeah, this is the main line. This is the tunnel that goes under the main line. So it's about as far as we're going to get because I can't walk down the main line. But we'll take a look at the structure of it anyway. Beautiful. Another circle on circle, as I like to call it. Going at an angle, and we've got arches. Beautiful. So that's as far as I can go now. The rest was the main line down to Greenfield, so that's where we'll pick the line up next. I actually have a feeling that part of this here may have been where the line came over, because that looks like a pretty straight line there, and you can see there's fencing posts here to keep you off. These are old ones, right? There's for the main line. This could have been for the branch line that picked up this track here and joined with the main line, which is just up here. This is the main line right here now. So I have a feeling that could have been it. This could have been a retaining wall here for the track, which would be on the left, and it would meet up with join the main Manchester to Greenfield line just a little bit further over. You can see there's even iron fencing up there as well to stop people falling off. This retaining wall here is actually for there was a siding and some goods buildings on top of this. Look at this part here. Obviously to take drain water away or something from the line above. This wall is pretty well reinforced as well. It's a huge wall. Look at the buttresses here to keep it in place. Going to take some while before that comes down, isn't it? More buttresses all the way along here. And even more. So this is Greenfield Station from the outside. And this was the route into the goods yard. The old cobble road there, eh? There'll have been one or two clogs gone up there in the time, believe me. This is Greenfield Station now. And at one time, before we had this footbridge, there was a subway that went underneath these lines. It was situated somewhere over there, and it went down and it came up somewhere on this platform. So the sidings were down here onto the left. The Delph Donkey line would have picked up this main line just around the bend there. So this is about as far as I could go now on the station. So the Delph Donkey line would have picked up this main line here, and so this Greenfield was the next station on the journey from Oldham Clegg Street to Delph. And over here on the right are the remains of the sidings, and like I said, there used to be a little warehouse here and things like that. So that's where we're at now, Greenfield Station. The next station on the line would be through the little bridge there, and around the corner, about half a mile down there, we had Moorgate Station. So obviously I can't walk down the main Trans-Pennine line, but it would be just two railway lines like that. So I'll pick up Moorgate Station later on when I get there.